just want to show you the stitch sampler that I made with the 1206. A sampler is the first thing that you're going to want to make on your new machine. It can be anything you want, a work of art, it can just be a bunch of stitches, but the point of it is you're going to get to know your machine and everything it can do. I went through the manual, I kind of ripped it up a bit, I marked pages, but that's what I used as my reference, so I made sure I did everything that this machine could do. I started off by just stitching rows of every single stitch, and I did it twice in two different ways. The first time I used a thicker variegated cotton, and then the second time I used a thinner all-purpose polyester on this side. And so you can see the difference, the way the stitches look when you're stitched out in the different weights of thread. These ones are the straight stitches in they have the 3 different stitch lengths, small, medium, and large. Then you have the 3 sizes of zigzag, small, medium, and large. This is the tricot stitch. Both of these are blind hems, and this is the shell tuck stitch. Now you're probably asking what the shell tuck is. I didn't know, but now I do. It's for making this pretty shell tucking piping that you see here. It's a great way to embellish any sewing project that you're working on, and I was actually shocked to find such a neat feature on such a basic sewing machine. So after I learned all about my stitches, I had to learn how to use the feet that came with it. So the first thing I did was my zipper foot. I made a little tiny pocket here, sewed my zipper in it. It was so easy. I could not believe how easy it was to put a zipper in. Then I made a buttonhole, and I had to show it off by making a pocket. And did you know you could actually sew a button on with this 1206? There it is. And then finally I wanted to show off a bit of crafting, and I really like applique. So what I did is I appliqued some circles on, and I used the middle zigzag stitch, and I fancied it up by using a variegated thread. So it actually just gives a different dimension to this applique. And yeah, I highly recommend the first thing you do when you get your new machine from Janome Shop at Home is make yourself a sampler. You will appreciate that you took the time to do that and learn your machine. Okay, I just wanted to show you the accessories that come with the G1206. You get 4 bobbins. This is the straight stitch foot, the zipper foot, which is not only for zippers, you can also do piping, top stitching. This is the 4-step buttonhole foot, which is adjustable. This is the blind hem foot. Also, this is adjustable as well. It makes doing your blind hem super easy. You have a stitch ripper, or I call it the reverse sewing apparatus, and a little package of needles to help get you started.